the follow unfollow method for growth on Instagram is not dead. It is still around and you can still use it to grow your account by hundreds up to thousands of real and targeted followers every single month. I personally use this strategy for a long time, almost 5 years now. We've grown our clients by crazy amounts of followers using this strategy. We currently don't use it on our clients because now we have the mass story viewing, which we can do at scale if you are trying to get this growth on your own without some sort of team or professional to help you. So in this video, I want to revisit the follow unfollow method on Instagram for targeted growth. So the way that any growth on Instagram works, besides buying fake followers and besides just posting content and trying to get people to follow you, is targeted engagement. That is the basis of all proactive ways to grow your account on Instagram. So to simplify this, it's broken down into 2 very simple steps. Step number 1 is you find the people that you want to target. Now you need to find people who are going to be interested in your account, and we'll get more into that a little bit later in this video. But the second step is once you find the people to target, then you engage with them to get in front of them, send them a notification, create some kind of rapport with them so that they can see your account and then they may end up following you. If you like this content, please remember to leave a like and consider subscribing. That tells me to make more content like this, and it helps other people find this content in the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so let's dive into actually how to do this strategy effectively. I'm going to go into targeting a little bit later, but I'm just going to use a very simple example for now. But we're going to do this on my Trava.earth account. So what we're going to look up is just travel, right? A bunch of users are going to pop up. I don't want to go too much into the targeting, but you would want to find a small one and one that isn't verified, because you can't look at all the followers of verified accounts. So I found this account right here. This one actually looks pretty good. So now we can go into the people who are following this account, or we can go into the people who are engaging with their content. And actually, when you're looking for people who engage, you can go to the likes and the comments. I actually like looking for the posts that got less likes and less comments. I'm going to assume that this one did not get very many likes because the likes were hidden. I'm just going to assume that for now. But anyways, these are likely going to be the best people to target. Now you can go down this list, see which ones actually look ideal, which ones don't, and then you can just start shooting out the follows. Now there's also action limits that you need to keep in mind when you are doing this work, and I'm going to cover those to keep you out of trouble a little bit later in the video. There are a lot of benefits to using this strategy over other strategies. Right now, my agency is helping our clients gain followers by using mass story viewing and liking, as well as fan pages. And those are both great techniques. If you want to learn more about my services, I'll put a card up above. But the problem with those strategies for growth is that they take a lot of work, and you can't really do that if you're just an individual trying to grow your account. So one of the main benefits of the follow unfollow strategy, or this form of targeted engagement, is that it is easy to do and you can do it on your own. Now the reason why it's easy is that you don't need to do very many actions to get a good conversion rate on the follow actions that you are taking. This also helps us not be spammy on the platform. We don't want to contribute to spam. We also want to make sure that everyone that we're engaging with is going to be targeted and interested in our account. That way we create the least amount of spam possible trying to grow our accounts. So those are the benefits. It's cheap, it's easy, and you can do it even if you're just an individual trying to grow your account. Now, the drawbacks of this strategy are that if you don't do it right, the conversions will be bad. And I'll talk about hacks or ways that you can improve the results later on in the video. Another drawback is that if you don't do this correctly, Instagram can see it as spammy. But I'm also going to address the action limits and everything you can do to stay out of trouble in a second. So we can essentially eliminate the major drawbacks by knowing what we're doing. So now let's talk about hacks to improve the strategy so that you can get the most out of the time that you invest and stay out of trouble with Instagram. Okay, first of all, I want to talk about the targeting, because the targeting is very important for 2 reasons. One, it helps us not be spammy. It helps us not upset Instagram. It helps people not report our account to Instagram. And 2, it'll help with conversion rates and ensuring that we're getting in front of people who are actually going to be interested in our accounts. So my account is a travel account. You can use whatever account you want. That's another great part about this strategy. Once again, I'm gonna look up travel and I'm gonna find an account. I'm gonna try and find a smaller account. Less than 100,000 followers is good if we want to target their followers. We also don't want to get an account that is verified because we're not going to be able to see many of their followers. Now, what you can do is you can go into the people who are liking and who are leaving comments. These people are active. We know they're active, so they're probably really good people to target. Another strategy is to just go into the followers of the account, go through here and ensure that the people that we are going to be targeting and engaging with actually look like they're going to have an interest in our account. So let's talk a little bit about limits. Instagram is very strict with the amount of actions you can take when you engage with people. They say, hey, engage with people on the platform. We want you to communicate, create relationships, but if you do too much, it's spam. So we have to ride that line and kind of hang out in the gray area there. So the limits when it comes to following people per hour, I would start with 15 and slowly ramp up per hour until you find a place that works for you and also doesn't upset Instagram. And then limits per day, I would limit the amount of actions, follow actions that you take to 150. Now, if you're also going to be unfollowing people, also limit those actions to 150 per day and also limit it to 30 unfollow actions per hour. Now, the key here is to just not be spammy. We want to stay under the radar of Instagram, and we also don't want to just, send out a bunch of follows without actually putting a conscious thought into it. The goal here is to create relationships with these people and actually get them into your community so that they can become fans, or maybe one day even become a client or customer of yours. So the main way to get the most out of this investment is not to just spam out a ton of follow actions. It is to use follows as a way to get in front of people, see if they're interested, and then actually start building rapport with that person, DMing them, having conversations, engaging and adding something to their content through the comments. This way you're building relationships with people, and that is actually what is going to get you far online and in business in general. I want to hear about your experiences trying this strategy. Please leave them down below in the comments. I'm curious if you are able to get 1,000+ followers using this strategy. I've been able to do that in the past for clients, so I want to see if you guys can do it on your end. If you guys want me to do all the heavy lifting for you, you can shoot me an email, see if our services are a good fit for you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.